Greetings everybody, my name is Adam and welcome back to Minetopia. Today we are starting off where the last episode ended because I got a message late last night saying that there was something ready for me to see in the shopping district and I am so excited. So let's just fly straight over there and reveal what there is to see. Oh my god. Oh, that looks amazing. I love it. Oh, I bet this is going to be expensive. There's gold blocks and emeralds and redstone. Oh, I love it. This is amazing. Okay, let me turn off my. There we go. I can move my camera properly fast now. Wow, this is awesome. This is also okay. Don't look at the Enderman. This is amazing. Oh, is this walls that they've used? It is. That's so cool. I could never have built something so good. I'm so happy with this. Let's take a look inside. Let's take a look inside. This is looking very, very nice. Okay, so we've got our trapdoor here, which is where the prizes are going to come. This is our chest. We're going to add a button. Probably here we might increase the height of this by 1 block just to add the button, make it more obvious. Oh, but this is looking great. Oh, and they've even put a little window in so you can see all the electronics working. I kind of like that. That's nice. Maybe I'll go in the back there and neaten up the wall so it looks a little tidier in there. But that's so cool. I like that. Oh, and the ceiling even. That's decorated so nicely. I presume this is all. Is this lighting here? Yes, it is. Wonderful. Oh, thank you guys so much. I'm so excited. I am dreading to get the bill, but it'll be worth it, whatever it costs. This is totally worth it. I just realized that there's like a whole area up here. This is so cool. I don't really. Is this? Oh, it's like a chest, right? I just realized it's a chest. Yes, it's a chest being opened, and the riches are all falling out like a proper loot box. Oh, that's amazing. Wow. Pixie, Linksy, you have outdone yourselves. Thank you so much. This is perfect. Now that it looks so good, we need to stock it up with prizes and let everyone know that the slot machine is finally ready to play. So we're going to want to add the button here, but before that I want to make sure that we've got access to the electronics. And I've made this little secret door here, which is using the same little piston technique as before. And the way we are going to have a secret switch is not by actually changing any of this, but we're going to be adding water to these cauldrons because we can take a comparator output from that. And I think that is the best way of actually getting a signal without interfering with any of the design. So we can hopefully take a comparator output here. Yes, we can. Then we can just put a block back there, a repeater into this, and then redstone, I think, on top will hopefully do it. And then all we need is the redstone torch here, and that will keep it open. So now we can open and close this door using a bucket of water. I love that. That's actually perfect. So, Pixie, Linksy, well done. This is actually the perfect placement of a decoration because I can use this as a door. So to make our input here, I think we're going to use a piston facing downwards with a redstone block on it. We're going to place a wooden button on top, so when we press this, that's when it's going to roll. Yeah, I think it's fine on top. That looks good. Now let's go underneath and make this work. Okay, so under here, what we're going to do is place a sticky piston facing downwards along with a redstone block attached to that. Okay, we're just going to use this inverting system, I think, to actually power this. I think that's the best way to do this, just to keep it away from this redstone line, because we really don't want to be powering that. Then we can come straight over here, and yeah, this should work fine. We can actually swap this out for the green stuff now. There is our input, just like that. Our input is now complete. Now with that in place, all we need to do is finalize our prize system, which actually is going to be pretty tricky. I think the way to do this is going to be to dig all the way down to lower than these hoppers. Let's go 1, 2 below that. And we'll want soul sand at the bottom there. And then we're going to need to fill this up with water. But before we do that, we're going to dig our channel. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is replace this bottom row with blue ice so that the items travel as fast as possible. Then we need to, of course, set up a dropper system over in this direction where all of the prizes are going to end up in the water stream. Okay, we just had an incident with a creeper, which has just blown up our timing system. So I'm just doing damage control here. Actually, it looks like we've not done too badly here. It looks like just the reset timer needs rebuilding. So I think we might have actually somehow dodged a bullet. We've even got the item still in there. We lost the dropper, it looks like. I don't think I've picked it up. There's nothing around. I'll take the repeaters. I think actually we've been super lucky here. Okay, time to rebuild that then. Oh no, our sticky box. They've disappeared too. Whoops. All fixed. Sadly, I've run out of this concrete, so it's the wrong coloured block for now, but we can always change that later. But what I've done in the meantime is I've added this torch to move this wiring out of the way of these paths, because we're going to need to take these outputs and move them over here into a bunch of droppers. Or do we want dispensers? No, I think we're going to want droppers. We don't want to be dispensing things. After clearing out a bit of an area, we now have the ice and the water streams in place. And I've also put in these dropper systems, which should work fine. But what I've found is, if the jackpots are going to be diamonds, we would have to stack these up full with a lot of diamonds in order to make sure that these were always going to be full of diamonds. And I'm not entirely sure I'm going to have enough. So instead, what I might have to do is take this out and just use one dropper, but pulse it many times. I think that might at least be necessary for the diamond one. For iron, we will almost definitely have enough iron, so I'm not too worried about it. Well, Pixie's just arrived, presumably to admire her work, and there's no wonder why, because it really is awesome in here. I'm loving it. Okay, we fixed this. We're using now a burnt out torch just to pulse this repeatedly, and the only ones that we're going to be filling is these ones at the front. And in fact, I'm going to break that redstone so that it, so that only powers these three. Well, it actually powers all four of the droppers, but this one won't be filled because I removed the hopper going into it. So that way I calculated that the jackpot should be a good number of diamonds. I won't give it away. I'll let it be a nice surprise for whoever wins the jackpot first. Of course, multiple people can win the jackpot. We really are running low on materials now. I've had to use some birch slabs to do the rest of the wiring here. But you can see we have everything wired up now, so in theory, all of the prizes should now work. What I'm going to do to test this is just put in, I guess let's just put in a single sticky piston. That should be funneled down into one of these lower droppers here. Yep, there it is. And now actually, let's go and play the game and see if it works. Okay, I hope this works. We start the game by placing in our diamond. Okay, that seems to have worked, and we do our first roll. Let's see what we get. Okay, as we expected, we get 3 white because we only have the white ones in there currently. And hopefully as soon as I press this button, what I'm going to do is hold one of these and then keep pressing this button to re-roll. And then on the final roll, it should break all of them and give us our prize, which will end up down there. The bubbles currently aren't in, so it'll just end up at the bottom there. That all seems to be working, and now this time it should break all of them. And there seems to be some sort of loop going on. It's not stopping. But we have got the we did get the piston. That's so okay. This is a good sign. We did pick up the piston, but what we have is some sort of loop going on. So let's go find out what the problem is here. So I think to fix this, we simply need redstone there. There we go. Whoops. Okay, so this was our reset mechanism, and it simply was not stopping because it wasn't actually resetting our timer. So that didn't actually break anything. It was just we hadn't quite fixed the timer after our little creeper incident earlier. But the fact that we managed to pick up our sticky piston means that this successfully triggered, and we did receive our prize, which means we are ready to stock this full of goodies and then advertise it to everyone else. I'm so excited. The prizes are all stocked. The shulker boxes are all in place. So it is time to give the machine its first proper full test. Let's see how this works. Okay, let's try and win something. Okay. So we got 2 whites. Let's hold the 2 whites by pressing those and then run it once more. And we win a prize! So now hopefully when we press this button for the final time, all of the shulker boxes should break and we should get a prize. And the prize for white is of course iron. Let's see if it works. Whoa! Is that all we get? That is all we get. Okay. We get 6 iron for that. Nice. Okay. It is meant to give more than 6 iron, so I'm going to check to see if something is going wrong in the dispensing system. But what we do know is everything is working. All I need to do is check that the prizes are being dispensed correctly. Oh, okay, there we go. So now, a little secret. If we now re-roll this, so we get another go, if we press this button right now, we're actually going to win a prize, and we then get another chance, although it is unlikely, to win 2 prizes with 1 payment. So we should see the winnings come up here. There we go. There they are. And that was the correct number that time. That was 8 blocks of iron. That is the correct prize. And sadly, this time we didn't win with the final roll, which is unfortunate. So that's just going to clear it. And there we go. And now you can hear the reset process in place. And it sounds like we've managed to find ourselves in a loop again. So I think we might need to go check what's going on. Why are we in a loop here? Oh, it's because I broke the torch for testing purposes. That's my fault. Okay, with that back in place though, I can confirm now that this is ready to go. Well, I can hardly believe it, but it's finally finished. I'm honestly kind of nervous about opening the slot machine, or this minigame, whatever you want to call it, to the rest of the server because it was so complex. I don't want it to break. I hope they enjoy it. I think I've tested it enough that it should work great. But I'm excited. I hope people will enjoy it. But before we do tell everyone that it's open for business, we first need to write a book, some instructions, and place it here because honestly, it is a complex machine and there are a few things that people do need to know before using it. I'm pretty sure that no one can break it. I've tested this a lot, but if people are not careful, then I think there might be a chance that they could lose their diamonds and have unfair chances. So if they don't read the rules, they might end up with a lower chance of actually winning anything. So I have cleaned up my chests up at the front. It is looking nice and ready for everyone. We have entered an ATM. I'm not sure who designed the ATMs around the place, but I stole the idea and put one inside so that people can easily get to their money. And we also added a little book explaining a bit how to play and putting a couple of warnings at the end. Just in case things go wrong, you can read that and see how to fix the system. Although actually nothing should ever go wrong. It's just warnings like don't press the locking mechanisms when there's nothing there because it just stops you from winning. So if you want the best chance of winning, read all the little tips because otherwise you might make a mistake and prevent yourself from winning, which wouldn't be good for anyone. Well, I guess it'd be good for me, but not necessarily for you. And I also added a crafting bench here. I kind of just because I needed one nearby and I feel like that's a decent place for it. Yeah. Cool. Well, I guess this is now open for business officially. Is there anyone on right now? No, I'm all alone. Oh, that's a shame. I was going to see if anyone wanted to test it for the first time, but I guess we should test it, right? So yeah, let's have a game. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is place the diamond in the chest, and that will reset the system. Then we can press the button, and we should get our first set of shulker boxes appearing. Okay, so we've got 2 whites and 1 green. I'm going to hold the 2 whites and re-roll the green. And there we go, we've got all 3 whites. There we go. So I think when I press this button, it's going to crush them all, and we should get our prize. Oh, no, we'd had 1 more roll. Okay. We did have one more roll if we wanted it. So if I'd unlocked all of them, we would have got a prize and a chance to win something else as well if we were really lucky. But alas, we did not. So if we press the button again, it should hopefully crush them all now. We hear the little jingle. And we get a prize. So the common prize that we have, obviously, is iron, since we have so much of it. But I've decided since it's so common to get, and you only get a stack per diamond when you play, if you get the common prize, I'm going to give people an extra chance at actually trying to go for the jackpot. So by placing another item in here, we can now give players 4 rolls each time. By giving them an extra roll, it'll give them a significantly higher chance of finding the jackpots, the rare prize, or the uncommon prize. I think the prizes are going to stay as they are, but obviously with the added turn, the rates at which you win has been increased quite significantly. So I guess now we just have to let people play, see what they think, and yeah, hopefully it's very popular. And after a lot more testing, we can now finally declare the loot box as open. And a thank you very much for watching, but that is all we have time for in this episode. In the next one, I guess we'll see how much money we've made from this, and we'll maybe adjust the rates or adjust the prizes as necessary. But anyway, once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. See you later.
Welcome to Lootbox, the #1 minigame in Minetopia. This is the most fun you can have with just 1 diamond, and with so many prizes you can win, you could be walking away with so much more. Our state-of-the-art redstone randomness generation systems guarantee a fun and fair game every time. Could you be our next jackpot winner? Come and play now at Lootbox.